Hi, everybody. It's Gail
and Julie.
We're here tonight. We're going to present a class, start to finish, one video on the Young Living Premium Starter Kit, which includes 12 oils.
And your choice of diffuser.
Yep. This one is the Dewdrop. So this kit has incredible value. We'll talk more about that at the end. A lot of people already know that, but they don't necessarily know why they would choose Young Living oils. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about why these are just the best oils you can buy, and a little bit about the company, and just a little bit about how they're made. So let's talk about that a little bit first, about Young Living itself. And to back up just a smidge, I've been using these oils for 5 years, and Julie?
2 years now.
Yeah. And I think we both kind of came into it the same way. We were just kind of curious about Young Living and if these oils were anything that we might be interested in.
Yep.
I didn't know much about oils when I started. I went to a class and I was intrigued and I got them. And I will tell you this, everything I tried worked so well. And that's when I started researching a little bit into Young Living and discovered just how amazing these oils are. There are a lot of oils on the market, a lot of essential oils that you can get just about anywhere, right? From Bed Bath & Beyond to Target.
Menards even has
Menards, Home Depot, some of your health food stores. There's all kinds of oils. But you've got to know, you guys, that there is a vast difference in how these are made. And you need to understand that if you're going to apply them, like some of the tips we're going to give you tonight, and you absolutely have to understand that if you're going to ingest them. Young Living oils can be applied and ingested, and we're going to give you a few tips on that tonight. So you have to promise me, you have to promise me that you're going to take not going to take any of the tips we give you tonight and just use them on any old oil that you might have in the house. Read your label, call the company. If you're not sure if the oil can be used in the way that we're going to talk about tonight, then don't use it, right? So Young Living has a seed to seal guarantee. You can read a little bit more about that at a website called seedtoseal.com. But basically that means that every part of the oil that is in our bottles is covered under the Young Living umbrella. So from the seed to the soil to the cultivation and harvesting, the testing and bottling, everything is done by Young Living. It's all done in a chemical-free way. That means there's no Roundup, no anything used on those crops. Even the water that the crops are watered with, it comes from the sky. It doesn't come from city water that has all kinds of chemicals in it. This is really important because all of our oils are distilled in some format. Most of them are steam distilled, and which is a process I'm not going to, you can read about that later, but what it does is it takes the pure plant extract out of the plant. It's like a super condensed form of plant juice. So everything that was involved in that crop is going to be in that plant juice, right? So you want to know what's going on your skin. Also, Young Living oils are 100% pure. And what that means is that everything that's in these bottles is only essential oil. What are some of the things in some of the oils out there?
Oh, hexane, additional fillers. Some of them, there's only little bit, like less than 5% of the actual oil. And then it's already pre-diluted with carrier oil.
Mm-hmm. So it's liquid,
yeah,
but it's not necessarily an essential oil. So you want to tell us a little bit about a little bit more what an essential oil is?
So, like Gail was mentioning, they're super concentrated. They're the liquid's the life source of the actual plant. So they're basically plant concentrates, which is why everything is so strong and why we suggest dilution, which we'll get to with certain oils out there. Mm-hmm. And just to give you an example, did you know that 1 drop of peppermint oil is equivalent to 26 cups of peppermint tea? That's a lot of peppermint. Mm-hmm. Essential oils not only, I mean, it's part of the plant. It's what helps the plant, continue to thrive and work. It also turns around and it helps us with going ahead and trying to support our bodies and stay healthy. There are 3 main ways that you can use essential oils, as Gail had mentioned. You can use them aromatically. So you can either go ahead and put them in your diffuser, or you can go ahead and you can just smell them right out of the bottle. Thank you.
Yeah, she got frankincense.
You can apply them topically, so you can go ahead and apply them to your skin. Most of them are okay for any skin type. If you have sensitive skin, or some hotter oils like thieves or cinnamon or oregano, you want to use a fatty carrier oil like coconut oil or olive oil to go ahead and just help make it a little bit more pleasant on your skin. Or you can go ahead and you can use them internally, like we had mentioned. Favorite with that is either putting it in water in a glass, or you can go ahead and you can put them in a clear veggie capsule. Or even some of them, you could put a little drop in with honey and just take it that way too. Never, 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 we're going to do some safety here. Please don't put them in your eyes and do not put them in your ears. On occasion, I have accidentally gotten oil in my eye. Don't use water to take it out. Use that like olive oil or coconut oil and swipe away from the area to help calm that down. If you use water, it'll drive it in more, and you don't want that. Some oils, no, it's not good. Some oils, like most citrus oils, are going to be photosensitive. So if you're going to be going outside in the sun, you definitely don't want to be slathering yourself up where you're going to have the sun exposure, because basically it's just a really fancy word for really bad sunburn. And it's not pleasant. Or apply it somewhere where the sun's not going to be shining on that area. Definitely, I'd mentioned dilution with young children, infants, babies, toddlers, elderly, or those with sensitive skin. Use that carrier oil, whether it's a coconut or olive oil or another fatty oil of your choice. Just until you know how you're going to react with it. If anytime you try an oil and it feels like it is too warm or it's too unpleasant on your skin, just put a little bit of that carrier oil over it and it'll help to calm that down. And then with the vitalities, we were mentioning citrus and taking internally. Always make sure you use glass or stainless steel. Citrus oils have a tendency to break up plastic over time, and you just don't want to be ingesting that. So it's always safe to go ahead and just use glass or stainless steel, because then you don't have to worry about that.
And we'll give you tips on that later, and we'll tell you what we mean by vitality in a little bit too. So let's now talk about the oils. The first oil we're gonna talk about that's in our kit is lavender. I love lavender. Lavender is just, I wish you could smell it. Lavender is what they call the Swiss Army knife of oils. It is so versatile. It's just good for so many things. It's relaxation in a bottle. It smells fabulous. When Julie was talking about maybe an oil being very overwhelming on you, it's because our oils are the strongest oils out there, period. Like we said, there's a lot of junk oils out there, and you put them on and they really won't do much on you. You won't feel them on your skin because there's really nothing in them. This is one, however, that is very mild, extremely mild, even mild enough for children. With babies, if you're going to use oils, just put a little on their feet. Julie mentioned dilution. Lavender is one that almost nobody needs what they call dilution. You don't have to use a carrier oil with it. When you've got children that are baby to about 18 months of age, you want to always, no matter what you're using, use a little carrier oil. Well, actually kind of a lot for a baby. Use about a tablespoon of carrier oil to 1 drop of an essential oil. But this is a great oil to use on a baby because it's very, very calming. When you get kids from about 2 years to 6 years old, you cut that down to about a teaspoon of essential oil, a teaspoon of carrier to a drop of essential oil. And then from age 6 on up, an oil, especially like lavender, you don't need any dilution. This one's going to be very relaxing for you as you sleep. You can put a few drops on your pillow to help you sleep. I personally personally find that this is very good for my sinuses. So when this is the time of year all this junk's floating around in the air, sometimes I'll get a little stuffed up. I just put a little of this on my sinuses and breathe it in, and it's fabulous. This is also really very nourishing for your skin. If you have some skin that maybe you've been out in the sun a little bit too long, this is going to make you feel a lot better. That's just a few uses for lavender. There are many, many, many. But let's move on to our next oil, which is frankincense.
So frankincense, we all have heard that frankincense was brought to the Christ child when he was born by the 3 wise men. But did you also know that frankincense not only is good to help with radiant glowing skin, it's also really good emotionally and for a grounding oil. So just when you feel slightly overwhelmed or you're just like I'm kind of scattered right now, a little bit of frankincense, whether you're smelling it aromatically or putting a drop on the crown of your head, will kind of help just to get you recentered.
That's my favorite way, right here.
It's a drop on the top of the head.
Mm-hmm.
It's also one that it's actually really cool to go ahead and add in a post-workout massage because it just helps just ground and calm. It just feels really good and relaxing.
Cool. I love frankincense. All right, the next oil we're going to talk about is actually called Panaway. This is one of our blends. The first 2 oils we talked about were single oils. They came from the plant of its name. There is no plant called Panaway, so that's usually your first clue that you are dealing with a blend. This is a blend of helichrysum, wintergreen, helichrysum, clove, and peppermint. And it does have a childproof cap on it. Because of the wintergreen in it, wintergreen can be a little bit dangerous for young children because it can thin the blood. But you shouldn't really let your kids walk around with your oils anyway. You only need a tiny little bit of this to get the effectiveness. And I always tell people it's for their aches and pains. It's for when your muscles just aren't feeling that good. It smells a little bit like some of those other commercial remedies out there that you can use for sore muscles, except there's no junk in here. There's no petroleum products. This is just straight essential oil. My favorite way to use this is to mix it with a carrier oil and just spread it all over when I've overdone it. Or if I'm just feeling like garbage. Another way you can do it is if your head's killing you, you can put this one on the top of your head. This is a great one for my feet though. When you get sore feet, if you just overdone it and you get in bed and the dogs are aching or barking, get your Panaway on and it's just awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Next blend is going to be Peace and Calming. This rejoined the starter kit again at the beginning of this year. It is a blend that contains tangerine, orange, ylang ylang, patchouli, and blue tansy. And it can definitely help you wind down after a busy day. Anybody who's a parent out there, this will be your best friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Or a dog owner.
Yeah, dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs like the smell of this too.
Helps them.
A little Peace and Calming, either topically or in the diffuser, will go ahead and definitely help to kind of calm things down during homework time or even unwinding at bedtime. Or just when you need a little bit of a sanity saver for a second there after a busy day, you can go ahead and take a whiff for yourself, apply a nice swipe on the back of your neck and just kind of calm, or pass your children and put a swipe on the back of their neck and help them kind of mellow out a little bit.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you a little story. I'm breaking from the script. My sister loves this oil because, she, like me, does not like expressways. But she said to me, don't put this on before you go through security at the airport because it has patchouli in it. I don't know if that means that was why she got pulled over, but put it on after you get through the TSA checkpoint. Just a little hint for you there. This oil, though, it's fabulous, you guys. Just fabulous for that. So, okay. The next oil we're going to talk about is Raven. This is another blend. It has this childproof cap on it as well because it has wintergreen in it. It's got an oil called Raven Sarah in it as well, and lemon, peppermint, eucalyptus, That's it. Yeah, Eucalyptus radiata. So this is one that I just love for my lungs. Our old starter kit had an oil in it called RC, and I always told people Raven is like its older, stronger sister. This is the one you go to if you want, the bully beaten up, right? So Raven is it for your lungs, you guys. But it's also fabulous for your musculoskeletal system because the oils that are in there can also help that as well. But I love this one. If my lungs feel compromised, I put it on my chest. I always add a carrier oil when I do oils on my chest, and it's also fantastic in the diffuser. So do you use Raven for anything else?
I do. I have days like when I'm turning around, I'm trying to get back into walking a little bit more.
Okay.
So before I go for a walk, I'll kind of put a little bit with the carrier on my chest.
Great idea.
Just to go ahead and kind of help open everything up. So while I'm walking, I'm like, take those big, deep breaths while I'm walking.
Yeah, open up that lung capacity. Great idea. So,
yep.
All right, what do we got up next?
Next is Stress Away. This is another must-have.
Yeah.
This is my expressway oil.
Yeah.
Yes. So this one is a blend of, because I don't ever remember everything that's in here.
Oh,
it's copaiba, lime, cedarwood, vanilla, azotea, and lavender.
See what she did there, though? If you don't know what's in it, just peel that label back, you guys.
Yep. And it's listed.
Yeah. But just in case you didn't know that.
Just in case.
Little fun fact for you.
But this one, when I smell it, it automatically transports me to a beach. I have my umbrella, the sun's beating, the waves are coming up, and I've got my fancy little coconut drink in my hand. There ain't nothing gonna bother me when I smell this one. It's, really good just to diffuse around the house. I sometimes use it actually in my carpet sprays just to make my house smell a little different. So it's not always smelling super clean. It smells a little fun. And I love to run this one in my diffuser all the time just because it just smells so amazing. But this is one, keep on hand. You'll know when to use it.
Yeah. My sponsor, when she signed me up, I knew this was one of her favorite oils. And one day she was stressing out literally because she didn't have enough Stress Away, which I thought was really funny. Stressing out because you ran out of Stress Away. I had to lend her some. Yeah, we get that way sometimes. But you guys, we use our oils for everything. I've slowly just replaced oils for all of the things I used to use other things for, especially some of the things that I would buy from the stores that weren't so good for me. But I didn't know it at the time. I really didn't understand the effects of chemicals on me. I didn't realize how many synthetic products I was using and how they were storing in my body. And honestly, that wasn't the reason I started using oils. That's why I encourage people to use oils, but it wasn't why I started. I literally just started using them just to see how they worked. And like I said to you earlier, everything I tried worked so well. Then I started looking at my environment a little more and realized, hey, I'm going to keep doing this because I'm doing myself and my family good. So let's get back to our oils a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about emotions. We've given you a lot of topical ideas, body system ideas, but aromatherapy, that's been around for a long, long time. And that's how a lot of people, that was the only reason a lot of people used essential oils. We've since come full circle with that. But don't forget how important it is or how effective these can be on your emotions. Our limbic system in our brain, it is the seat of our emotions, the amygdala, the hippocampus. I won't get into all of what that is right now, but they're very, very affected by smell, however. So you know how when you smell something, it'll just bring you back, whether it's a good memory or a bad. We react quickly to smell. In fact, the limbic system of our brain reacts to its environment, but not to what it hears, if that makes any sense. So oils like this next one I'm going to talk about, which is Valor, can have an immediate effect on you. And if you don't believe me, just try it. I experienced that again this morning. I literally smelled an oil and had an immediate immediate response to it. It still surprises me 5 years into doing these oils, you guys. So this is one that we use a lot for our emotions. It's called Valor. Valor is an oil for courage. Our company was founded by Gary Young, and he created all of these oils that we're talking about tonight. But this one he made based on things that he had studied that warriors used to use, the plants that they would use, the potions and things like that. So he took those recipes and he made it into this essential oil blend. This is a blend of black spruce, camphor, blue tansy, frankincense, geranium. Beautiful oils that are in here. It is a little different than the original recipe, but it's Gary did reformulate it. There was an oil in here that we couldn't, rosewood, I think it was. So some of you might have that in your original bottles. Rosewood was endangered, so Gary found a botanical substitute that was just perfect when he recreated Valor. I literally love this oil. This is one of my absolute favorite oils. One of the best ways to use it, I think, is right on your chest, kind of like a warrior shield to guard you, to protect you emotionally from some of the things that life is going to throw at you. I also love the way it smells. Some people will put it on their big toe because that is the VitaFlex point that is closely connected to the brain. I know we haven't discussed VitaFlex points tonight, but I think like massage therapy, how they work on different parts of you because they know your body's affected by that. Some people love to put this in the diffuser because they think it also helps them sleep. Do you have another use for Valor?
Oh,
probably too many to count.
Got too many.
Okay, well, we don't have that much time, right?
Yeah, we'd be here all night if I talked.
One
about
thing
Valor.
though, it does help you with is with your spine. Basically, it can help you hold your adjustments better. So I like to use Valor after I see the chiropractor. I just put it right on my spine because I know it's going to help bring me into alignment. So.
Try not to drop
Yeah.
stuff.
Why don't I hold the diffuser for you? She's going to talk to us about vitality.
Yes. So we had mentioned vitality oils. So I will go ahead and I will discuss what a vitality is really quick. So it does have the white labels. All the vitality oils will have a white label.
As opposed to
a solid color. Yeah. So that is to help differentiate, just to make it easier, that it is safe to be able to use internally. If there's like, this is peppermint and then there's a solid label peppermint, it's the exact same oil in both the bottles. It's just, this makes it so much easier. It's a no-brainer. You can grab it and you don't need to go through and look up, can I use this internally? Or
gives you peace of mind.
Yes, peace of mind, make it a lot easier. So with the vitality ones, they're basically like a supplement / culinary oil. So like with peppermint, you can go ahead and use as a pick-me-up because it's so, how do I word? It's invigorating.
Yeah.
It's very invigorating. It's cooling.
Yeah.
When using it either in your water or your tea, it can help with digestive issues. It can help occasional nausea and support normal digestion. Even having a drop in your water before going and working out will kind of help get everything moving and flowing. And of course, it tastes really good. Mm-hmm. It's nice and cool drinking it. Something else that we really like to do is make chocolate brownies with peppermint in them.
My husband loves that.
They don't last very long in my house. I make a pan and it's gone.
She uses more than I do.
I use 6 to 7 drops in an entire batch.
To each his own.
We really like peppermint.
Yeah.
But seriously, get a box brownies.
9 by 13.
9 by 13 pan.
Mm-hmm.
To your taste. However many drops of peppermint vitality you would like, bake those up, and I can guarantee you will have people asking for those every single time.
Yeah, they're nummy. And this is not for the faint of heart, but since it is a vitality ingestible oil, I'm going to give you this tip because it's just, if your throat is really sore, you've got a lot of in there, if you sing or if you talk, one thing you might want to do is maybe just try a tiny little drop on your tongue, because that's just going to open everything up. And since I'm used to oils, I just knock back a couple of drops. I take a couple of sips of water. everything is good. I mean, our eyes are open and my sinuses are open and my throat feels a lot better. Okay, so next the next oil we're going to talk about is another vitality oil, and this one is called lemon. So lemon is just a very bright, happy, wonderful scent. It's very fresh. It's a great one this one does come in both sets of labeling, in the internal one and also the topical aromatic. So because it's all uses of aromatherapy, this is one that I find that's really good to diffuse. But one of my absolute gateway uses for this oil that I try, that for most people it's their first use in this oil, is to just put it in their water. You know, a lot of you cut up lemons and stick them in your water, right? Because you want to have that kidney support. Well, you might be damaging the enamel on your teeth because lemons are so acidic. Our citrus oils are cold pressed from the rind, so you don't have that heavy acid in there. When you use this in place of the fruit in your water, your dentist will be happy. I'm sure he will agree, because you're not going to hurt the enamel in your teeth. 1 drop is really all you need, but 1 drop is stronger than a whole bunch of cut up lemons in your water. It'll give you that kidney support that you are looking for. So excellent use for that. And we just Google this one maybe a little bit. There's so many good things in it, but if you are going to look up this oil, look up the word limonene. Our citrus oils have a lot of limonene, and that is a component you really want in your life.
So
next one.
Who likes to keep their immune systems healthy and happy? I think everybody does.
Yeah, otherwise you're lying.
Especially those of us who work with the public or deal with the public quite often.
Mm-hmm.
So Thieves Vitality will definitely be your best friend. This has lemon, clove, cinnamon, and rosemary in it, and eucalyptus radiata to help support your immune system, overall wellness, and your respiratory system. You can go ahead and put a shot in your Ningxia.
And she's got the
you
glass.
Can't see, it's glass, but it's hiding.
I should have mentioned that earlier with lemon. Only use glass, never anything, but never styrofoam, never plastic, but glass, ceramic, or metal. Go on.
But you could go ahead and throw it in your Ningxia, throw it in your water, throw a drop in your coffee. It's another one that comes in both labels. You can go ahead and you can apply it topically if you want as you're out your door, or diffuse when you need to in the house to kind of clean the air. But it'll help to go ahead and boost the immune system, especially like during the school year or when you're doing all that back and forth with public, flying on planes. Yeah,
you buses and trains, and
want to make sure that you keep yourself boosted. This is liquid gold in this kit, is what it is.
Yeah, that stuff. My husband asks for Thieves all the time. He will, just like peppermint, we knock that one back.
Yeah,
a lot.
That's one I'll knock straight back.
And by a lot, I mean a drop at a time. Let's just use our heads here.
Not doing half the bottle.
All right. So the next one that I want to talk about tonight is one called Digize. So Digize is for your digestion. And this is a blend. Most of the people will use the vitality form of this because they like to take it internally as opposed to applying it because it may not smell the greatest. It has tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass, anise, and patchouli. I've never heard of anyone ever diffusing this oil because it's got an interesting smell. But she knows, of course she knows someone who does. But a little bit about topical application. When you apply an essential oil, in my opinion, that's the fastest way to get it in you. So there are times that I will apply Digize because I need help right away. And then if I need to cover up that funky smell, I'll just put a little peppermint over it because peppermint also helps for what I'm going to use Digize for anyway, which is for my digestion. Now, tonight I had a dinner with some sauerkraut in it. So I just took this in a capsule before I ate, and she's happy I did. I mean, I know that stuff's going to get to me. So if I know in advance that I'm going to eat something that may not agree with me, I'll just take 1 drop of Digize in a capsule with a little bit of olive oil, and that just helps my whole digestive system. There are a lot of people out there that suffer from digestive issues. This is going to be an oil that'll help you. Usually you have to get to the cause of that. This might, don't just rely on an oil. Find out what's giving you your digestive problems. But the beauty in all essential oils, including this one, essential oils bring you back into balance. So if you discover what's causing some of your digestive issues and you use Digize alongside of it, it's going to help bring that digestive system back into balance, and hopefully you won't have as many problems. But all of us have an issue now and then. So this is an oil I will not travel without. You never know when you're going to need your Digize. So, all right. Here you go.
And Citrus Fresh Vitality. This one is really awesome because basically it is lemon, grapefruit, orange, tangerine, mandarin, and it's got a little hint of spearmint in it. So it's not just really all citrus oils. It's got that little bit of spearmint, so it gives it that differentiating kind of aroma and taste to it. It really, really, really kicks up the flavor of your water or your tea. It's
yogurt.
Oh yeah, yogurt, fruit dip,
ice cream.
Oh man, it's really nice just for
all things smelly.
Yeah, all things
stinky.
Smelly. This is
Laundry.
another one that comes in that.
Drop it down the kitchen sink. Stinky shoes,
dryer
stinky
balls.
House. In fact, you know what? One of my favorite diffuser blends, I do it all the time. I like to put these two together. I'd like to put Stress Away and Citrus Fresh together. My little nickname is the Stressy Freshie. I can't even say it.
Stressy Freshie?
Stressy Freshie. Brilliant. 4 drops of each in the diffuser. It goes by my front door. Smells fabulous.
Well, I'm going to try that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
All right, you guys. Next, that, by the way, are the 12 oils that come with our starter kit. And the retail value of those 12 oils, it's like, what? $300 some for just that. And our starter kit is only $165. But you do get more with it. But yes. Wait, there's more.
We're not done yet.
That alone, you guys, is what sold me. When I went to my first class, I was going to buy 1 oil. But I was really blown away about the incredible value of the starter kit. And after I heard about them all, I wanted to try every single one of them. So if you don't have your starter kit yet, think on that. If you have your starter kit and you haven't opened it, I hope you're going to open your oils now. So, but what else came in your starter kit? Well, on the bottom of it, underneath the pack, the 10, 12 pack of oils that looks somewhat like this, you are going to see a couple of packs of Ningxia Red. Ningxia Red is an actual liquid supplement that we love. Everybody in my family uses this, including my husband. This is full of antioxidants. It's got some antioxidant-rich berries in it, including the Ningxia berry, which is similar to the Chinese goji berry, and it has some essential oils in it. It's really good at to help balance you completely, from your blood sugar to your energy levels. It'll get you through, for me, I take it in the afternoon. Helps get you through the balance of the day, but you don't have that caffeine rush, and it won't keep you awake at night. So you're going to get 2 packs of this. If you guys have this in your starter kit and you haven't tried them yet, I want you to throw them in the fridge. Yeah, and use them tomorrow. I like to pour it over a little bit of ice. Our oils do not have expiration dates because they're pure and they don't expire. These do expire, so check your date on that. And doggone it, if you're close to the date, drink them both tomorrow because it's good for you. All right, so then also in the bottom is this.
We have the Thieves. It is now, this says purifier, but it is now officially hand sanitizer.
Woo-hoo!
We can officially say it's hand sanitizer now. So, everybody needs hand sanitizer, and it's great because it's just that really small little purse size, pocket size.
Mhm.
And what's so different about the Thieves one is that it's got aloe in it. So it's not going to dry your hands. And
Yes.
it doesn't have, what is that, tricycline or whatever. The other
some weird thing,
weird
like,
funky
you can't-
stuff
it's
is.
not real.
Yeah. That's in those commercial hand sanitizers. So this has the boosting power of essential oils with Thieves, and it's got the peppermint in there for that cooling, and the aloe gel. And it's just perfect. My kids each all have their own. I have my own that I keep on me, and even the husband has one that he keeps with him on his work truck.
And there's no perfume in it.
Yes.
Perfume is actually considered an environmental toxin. So we use oils instead of perfumes, and so does this hand purifier. The hand purifiers out there with perfumes in it, they're really not that good for you, and I think they smell terrible. Even before I knew about oils, I never wanted to use them if I was stuck somewhere.
Funky.
Yeah, if I had to use purifier before I ate because I wasn't near water, I used to think, I'm tasting this junk on my sandwich.
Eating it, yeah.
So you get that free in the kit now. And you also get either a sample of our Thieves Home Cleaner or a sample of our Thieves spray. Not really sure what you're going to get. Young Living was putting this in all the starter kits, but there was a little problem. They were leaking, so they have to rethink that. While they're fixing that, they've instead put this Thieves spray in there.
Which is really cool.
This is awesome. They're both fabulous, by the way. This packet, you could put it in one of those 32-ounce sprayers, the whole thing. Just throw it in there, and you have enough to clean your house for quite a long time. I love this. This is an all-natural, plant-based cleaner. It doesn't have any of those things that we don't like in it, and it'll clean your whole house. I love this stuff. But if you don't get it in your starter kit and you sign up with someone on the Help Me Oil team, I will mail you your own Thieves cleaner sample. That'll come right from me as a gift to you. You may end up getting the Thieves spray. This is our old label. Yours will look just a little different. It'll be a white bottle with the cleaner label, but this is a little bit older, but I still have it. That's how long this stuff lasts. Super concentrated. This is one that you can also use to clean the air or clean things around you. It's not for house cleaning like this one. It's about 20 times stronger than if you make the normal up pollution on there. And one thing I noticed one day, bees don't like it. I found out by accident. Bees were swarming around me. I had nothing, so I grabbed this and sprayed it. And I didn't kill the bees while I was doing it. So I was good to the earth. All right.
Okay. So you're probably wondering, how do you get started? So first thing that you want to do is obviously, if you have a friend who told you to go ahead and check this out, double check with them and find out what their member number is. And you can enter that in for when you're going to choose your kit. If you do not have somebody, we usually post our links up on here. You know, we love educating everybody, and we will continue to educate everybody. You can go ahead and choose one of the links there. We'll make sure to redrop them in the comments. But when you're doing that, you're also going to go ahead then and you're going to want to choose, hopefully become a member, because you're going to get 24% off all future orders. You're going to get the kit that is over over $400.
Well, we haven't even talked about it. We told you that the oils themselves are worth around $300. You're going to get a diffuser with it. This is a retail value of $85. This does come free with your membership. You also get a free membership. If you don't want to buy a premium starter kit, but you just want to get a membership to Young Living, it's kind of like getting a Sam's Club or a Costco membership. You buy it so you can get a discount on everything. You can buy a Young Living membership straight out for $45, and then you'll get 24% lifetime off of all of your purchases. But it comes free with your starter kit, along with, you know, what we talked about, all those goodies in the bottom. And you get us, we will educate you, or whoever your sponsor is, they will educate you. You'll get some education groups and training that goes on as long as you want it. Using essential oils is easy, but it is easy. You just open it up and start. But there's a world of possibilities that you'll just discover along the way, and that's where we come in, because we help you with that.
We're always learning something new. There's always something new that we're learning, that we're being told.
Right. So
So-
one thing, sorry, pardon my reach, should have had this out earlier, but one of the things that members can do is they can join our rewards program. I know a lot of things, credit cards have reward programs, and there's a lot of things that have reward programs, including your membership with Young Living. This is an optional program called Essential Rewards. You can do a monthly auto ship that's very user friendly. You can pick different things all month, every single month. You can change it up, but you get points back on that. A lot of people do that right off the bat because they want to start building up their oil collection. It is totally not required, but we really think that it's a good idea to do it right off the bat. In fact, you can join Essential Rewards right off the bat with your starter kit, and you'll get $10 back on future orders. We'll go into how that goes, but it's an actual extra $10 rebate that you can use on purchases of essential oils in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So we love our Essential Rewards. I'm up to 25% back. What are you
I
up
am
to?
too. I
Julie
just
made her
hit my
25%.
25%.
Woohoo! High five!
I was like, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight.
Yes,
And
it is. So thank you everybody for coming and joining tonight. We will go through and answer any questions that everybody has had.
Yep.
This was really fun tonight.
This was fun. If you guys have any, if you want to share it with a friend, go ahead and add them to this group, and then they can take a look at the class, and we will answer questions later on. And again, we want to thank you for joining us with our Essential Oil 101 class.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.